A fart consists of two things. They're certainly not mutually exclusive, however they can exist solely on their own and still be considered farty. Noise and smell. The noise is fine, just the flapping of whatever it is that's flapping in there. I don't want to get too into the visual of it. But that smell is where the relationships take a nosedive. That's where others get immediately frustrated with the intimacy you forced upon them. They can now smell your intestinal tract, and nobody asked for that. I was reading this article in the New York Times because I'm quite cultured. That was about all the California fires of 2020, and in particular the big, beautiful, giant trees that were felled because of them. It seems some of the blame can be aimed towards not doing enough controlled burns of the woods. These smaller, controlled fires strip away the kindling that keep these uncontrolled fires so powerful. For instance, the article talks about a controlled fire in Sequoia National Park that went up to one hiking trail. That trail now serves as a stark dividing line. On the side that had been recently burned, just one of the 111 old-growth sequoias was killed. On the other side, about 30% of the large sequoias were dead, along with most other big conifers. My point is coming around the bend here, and I'm realizing it's some kind of villain logic. It's why the guy from Watchmen wanted to kill 100,000 people with an alien giant squid in order to bring the rest of the world on the brink of World War III back together. Spoiler, sorry. This is also called utilitarianism, which is the belief that actions are right as long as they benefit the majority. It's a result-oriented, by-all-means approach. I'm not going to endorse or condemn this philosophy. It's pretty clear to me that it's a case-by-case thing. Obviously, it's wrong to intentionally kill thousands of people to save a larger number because one death and however many happier lives cannot be equated or traded. But it also seems effective to create controlled burns in order to prevent maximum destruction from wildfires. All of this then leads to holding in a fart. Farts are pretty much entirely utilitarian. As my 11th grade science teacher would say, there is no way, and this gas is getting out somehow. There are many daily occurrences in which a fart is not suited, in particular those loud ones, but if we get in the habit of holding them all in, we get things like ulcers and intestinal baggage and bloaty stomachs and, grossest of all, bad breath. I've gotten this far into the video without describing the potential joy of a fart, which has been covered endlessly throughout literature and film.
Silent, but deadly.
We've all known the hilarity of a perfectly timed flatulence. Many moods have been flipped from bad to good after that silly flapping noise was heard coming from someone's direction. It's just pure funny, never a need for explanation. So it's perhaps fitting to end this with the ultimate lover of farts, James Joyce. There's so much of what he's written about the topic that I can't share here, but look it up if you haven't already. It's entirely breathtaking and obscene. But here's the most tame passage I could find.
I think I would know Nora's fart anywhere. I think I could pick hers out in a room of farting women. It is sudden and dry and dirty, like what a bold girl would let off in fun in a school dormitory at night. I hope Nora will let off no end of her farts in my face so that I may know their smell also.
Thank you, farts.